Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am actually wearing my pajamas today. And I just put this jean jacket over top of it so that you couldn't tell that I was wearing my pajamas. So, yeah. Why am I telling you this? I don't really know. I don't know. I have some self-tanner on my collar, so yeah. That's great. Let's get into this video. So today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite TV shows on Netflix. Starting with my very first one, my favorite TV show of all time, like literally my favorite. I'm sure everybody and their brother can go ahead and guess it, and that would be The Office. That is literally, hands down, my favorite TV show. I could watch that show 1,010,000 times and probably still, I apologize, and probably still not get tired of it. Like, it's my favorite TV show. I think I've seen it like 8 times, if not more. I love it. It's one of those shows that I always come back to, and like I'll rewatch it over again, like whenever I'm falling asleep or something like that. Like, I always turn it on before I go to sleep. I don't know why. It's my favorite show. You guys will love it. I was gonna pull up like what it's about on Netflix, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work for The Office or one of the other ones, but I got it to work for three of them. But basically it is just a documentary. It's not actually a documentary, but it's like set up to be like a documentary about a paper company. And like, so it features Michael Scott and, you know, the famous Pam and Jim and Dwight and, you know, Angela and all them. It is such a good show. I cannot recommend it enough. I am not somebody who likes those types of shows that are like filmed from like, that like make it look like it's actually being filmed from like a camera, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like documentary, like TV shows or something like that. But this show's like different than that. You can't tell that it's like being filmed by like a camera crew or anything that's like meant to be like a documentary, you know what I mean? But I love it. It's my favorite TV show of all time. You guys definitely need to check it out because I'm telling you, you'll fall in love and then you'll be obsessed and you won't be able to stop watching it. So I don't know, maybe you shouldn't watch it because then, I mean, your life's going to be centered around The Office like mine is. Literally, I find myself like literally going to like say a quote from The Office all the time, and then I have to like catch myself and be like, no one's going to get that because they're not crazy obsessed like you are, or they've never seen it, and I'm just like, no one's gonna get that. Moving on, the next ones aren't really gonna be in any particular order. I'm just gonna be talking about them. So the next one is Supernatural. This is another one I love. This is another one that I can like fall asleep to, that I'll turn on before I go to sleep and fall asleep to it. I've seen this one so many times, like, I don't know. I think I've probably seen it like 7 times. Like, I've seen it quite a few times. Probably it's up there with The Office. It's not my favorite. The Office is 100% my favorite, but I've definitely seen it as much as The Office. It's just a really, really good one as well. I was able to pull up The Office one. I was able to pull up the Supernatural one. So, Netflix says that Supernatural is about 2 brothers who witness their mother's paranormal death, and they are trained to fight by their father, who aims to hunt down the thing that killed his wife. So basically it follows the 2 main characters, which are Sam and Dean, who basically hunt the supernatural. It is a really, really, really good show. I remember the very first time I watched the pilot, it scared the crap out of me. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is a little scary. Like, this is scary. I watched it completely in the dark by myself in my room whenever no one was home. And that was a little bit of a mistake. Don't really recommend doing that. This was years ago. Like, this was a long time ago. But it scared me a little bit, so just make sure you're in like a well-lit room. But none of the other episodes scared me. It was just that very first episode, whenever I was in my room by myself, I was just like, oh, that was a little scary. Ooh. But I actually love it, and it's not scary at all, but just don't watch it alone in your bedroom when no one's home and without any lights on, because then it may be a little scary. Then the next one is Grey's Anatomy. This is another one that I can turn on before I go to sleep and it'll help me fall asleep. I don't know, it's weird, right? It's just a weird one. Like, I don't like watch, or I don't turn on the TV to fall asleep with the TV. I hate that. I just like watch like an episode of something before I go to sleep and then turn it off. And like these are like the 3 shows, or like these are like the 5 shows that I rotate through whenever like I'm falling asleep. So that one is Grey's Anatomy, and I was able to pull that one up as well. And so it says, first-year intern Meredith Grey, the daughter of a famous surgeon, meets her fellow interns on her first day at Seattle Grace Hospital. I'm sure you guys have all heard of Grey's Anatomy and probably Supernatural and The Office. And I mean, you'll definitely hear of the next one as well. But these are like my favorite. They're just so good. But it follows Meredith Grey, who is a first-year intern in the first season. And it follows her life and like her love story with Derek Shepherd. Ooh. Spoiler. Sorry if you haven't seen it. But it's really, really, really good. If you like anything hospital related, any kind of shows like that, you'll love Grey's Anatomy. Honestly, I'm probably sure that you've already seen it because it's so stinking popular. But it's a good one. Check it out. The next one is Friends. Ow. This is another one that I couldn't get to pull up for some reason. I don't know. Netflix just was not doing it today. But Friends is another one I'm sure everybody and their brother has seen. But I've seen it a million times and I still love it. It's so good and it's funny and it still always makes me laugh. It follows just a couple of friends that are living in New York City, and they're just friends, and it's really, really good. I don't really know how to describe that one any more than that. It's just a group of friends and it follows their lives. Yeah, that's really all I have for that one. I don't really know how else to describe that one. And then the very last one that I have to talk about, which I'm like pretty sure that not a lot of people have seen this one or even heard of this one, because I watch a lot of like the favorite Netflix show YouTube videos or must watch shows on Netflix or anything like that, and no one ever mentions this show, like ever. I just happened to come across it on Netflix one day, and I like literally watched the whole entire season, because there's only one season of it. I watched the entire season that night. Like literally that entire night. I stayed up all night and watched the entire season because it was so good. Like it was so good. Seriously. I was able to pull up this one, so I'll tell you what it says. And that is called Containment. So it does have Chris Wood in it, he is actually in the originals, and he's also, or was he in the, I don't know if he was in the originals, but he was in the Vampire Diaries, and he was, I can't remember what his name was in the Vampire Diaries, but he was one of the twins, and he was, like, not a good guy in the Vampire Diaries. He really, really cute, though. He's super duper cute. Kai, that was his name. His name was Kai. And, so yeah, so he was in the Vampire Diaries. I think he may have been in the originals too. I can't remember. But he's the main character in this show. And basically what it talks about is when a deadly virus hits Atlanta, the police and the Centers of Disease Control must work together to limit both the outbreak and the public's panic. So he is actually like a police officer, and so he has to go into Atlanta and like go off in this like warded zone in like the area where it's like contained because of this virus. And so, you know, he's in this area, and it just kind of follows along. Like, it's only the course of like a couple of days, but it just follows along his like little journey in this, you know, contained with this virus outbreak. And it is a really, really good show. It does have a little bit of love mixed in with it, but it's a really, really good one, and he does an amazing job in acting in this show. It was on the CW. That's like where it first aired, was on the CW. It only had one season though, before it like got shut down, unfortunately, which really sucks because it was a really, really good show, and I wish I would have had more seasons because it was really good. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite Netflix TV shows. I feel like so weird on camera now. I don't know what it is. It's been so long since I've actually sat down and filmed one. Filmed like an actual talking video, that like I feel a little awkward. So I feel like that video was probably a little bit awkward. I do apologize for that. But I hope you guys like enjoyed learning about my top 5 favorite Netflix TV shows that I just kind of rotate around. What are your guys' favorite Netflix TV shows? Let me know down in the script box. Down in the comment section down below. Let me know what your like 5 favorite are, or just your favorite Netflix TV show in general. I need to get away from these 5 shows and watch something new. So let me know what you like, what you think is really, really good, so that I have some ideas for some new Netflix TV shows. Yeah! Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!